So I want to talk about sizes and size charts today. Most times, if you are into the ready to wear business, it's advisable to learn size chart, and it's advisable to pick a particular size chart and work with it. If you go online, you will be confused, but it doesn't mean that all of them are wrong or most of them are wrong. Everybody has what works for it. Now, if you come to Yaba or to the island today where my shop is, we have a standard that we are all following. So you will see a size 8 in my shop. Go to the next shop, the same size 8 is what you are going to see there. So we have a uniform size chart that we are using, and it's been working for us. Because if you go online, you say you want to start following what you are seeing online, honestly, you are going to be confused. Now, since I want to talk about female today, if you need for the male, let me know. I will still give you the size chart for male. If you want for children, let me know in the comment section, and I will still give you the conventional size chart that we are using here on the island. Do you understand? Now, if I get an order now, please make me 100 pieces of this style, size 8, size 10, size 12, size 16, maybe 10 pieces or 5 pieces of size 8, 8 pieces of size 10, like that. So I don't have to start waiting to measure people before I start cutting. We already have the pattern already cut down in cardboard in our stores. So if you call me today, I have a size 10 pattern already down. That's why if sometimes I tell you people I can make a gown in 2 hours, and people start wondering how. I don't need to do all the calculation. I already have the pattern. So all I need is take that pattern, place it on my fabric, cut it out, join it. That's all. Do you understand? So these things are very, very easy. It's we that are making things very difficult for us. Now, the size chart I'm going to be using for you is this size chart that has been working for me perfectly. It has been working for me. So, and then again, there are some styles you want to make. It does not really need you to go and measure, under bust, no, these things are just straight. Okay, so it's only when you want to make like corset, you want to make a tight fitted style that the fabric is not stretchy, that's when you start paying so much attention to details. But most styles, I'm telling you, most styles like this particular one now, you see this sleeve, it doesn't need any measurement. In fact, the bigger it is, the better, the most beautiful. Do you understand? So the scattered it is the most beautiful. Just gather it with elastic, the sleeve. So this size chart I'm giving you, some people are very good in criticizing somebody. Please, this size chart is working for me. You can go ahead and look for what will work for you. But for me, this size chart is what I've been using for years now, and no complaint. Now I'm going to be talking about the female, and I'm going to be doing the medium, the large, and the XL. Okay, we're doing the medium, the large, the XL. Okay, so, and then in my own size chart, do you understand, I want to talk about the points, the places that are more important. So I guess you should just watch me and take down your own notes, or at the end of the day, I want to make sure I touched everything. So okay, I'm going to be talking about the medium, I call it M. I will talk about the large, okay, and I'm talking about the XL. If you see it on fabric, this is what it means. Let me just rule, so you can go ahead to just see how I'm going to explain it. Okay, so the places that are very important to us is the bust, the waist, the hip. You have to listen so that you understand what these abbreviations are for. Okay, so that it won't be confusing you later, because if you just go ahead to the end to go and screenshot this page, you won't understand what these abbreviations are. This is medium, this is large, and this is XL. So medium, hip, inseam for trouser, inseam for trouser, and height. Now for the medium, we have size 8 to size 10 falls under the medium class. For the large, we have size 12 to size 14. Now for the XL, we have size 16 to size 18. So anybody that tells you that she's a size 8, just know that the person is a medium size. Size 10, medium size. Size 12, large. Size 14, large. Size 16, XL. Size XL is extra large. So whenever you see medium on any fabric, just know that this is what you are going to be expecting. This is what you are going to be expecting. So this is height. Now know it that this height works for different persons. I'll be telling you what works for me. You understand? So it's better for your, that is why when you buy ready-made trousers, you amend the length. Even if you like every other thing matched, you must definitely amend the length. And when you look at all these celebrities that model their styles online, you see that the trouser is always extra large. It doesn't mean that that is the length of the cloth, the way you are going to be wearing it. It's what they made. So when you buy it, you now go and cut it to your own length. So for a size 8 to 10, the bust is 36, the waist is 29.5, the height is, the hip is 39, the inseam is for trouser crotch. So this is my trouser. Okay, I want to get the crotch of my pant trouser. The crotch is always another way of getting crotch. I don't know if I've talked about this. Another way of getting crotch is the outer seam, that is from the hip to the hem, outer seam minus from inside to here, inseam. Whatever you get is the crotch. So when you want to cut a pant trouser for ready to wear business, the inseam is 31.5. 31.5 is from inside, from here to here. Out seam is from the waistband to this side. Now, total height for me, what I do, total height for this 8 to size 8 to 10 inches is 64. This is what I use. So this way, no matter the person's height, it will the person won't have issue with height. If everything fits, no matter the person's height, everything will fit. So now let's go to size. Now what I want to talk about is, this is the regular size chart for every normal human being created by God. Do you understand? Now if you see a size 18 and you use this measurement I have used here, does not mean this person will not touch it. Some size 8 will be bust 36 or 37 or 38, and then hip will now come and be 36. That means the person does not have hip. You still see a size 8 that hip will be 40, but the bust will be 30. That's the person is not busty at all. Do you understand? But the truth of the matter is, if you use this measurement, even if the person will touch that cloth, it's going to be small. So it saves us a lot of things, because sometimes when your client sends you measurement, some tailors are very wicked. When you say please go to a tailor, tell the tailor to the tailor will purposely so measure wrong things so that you will sew bad style, or you will not get the measurement, you will sew rubbish, something that will not even size the person. But if you are able to let the person know that, okay, do you know your size? Are you a medium? If the person says yes, I'm a medium, this is what you use. If the person says size 12, this is what you are going to use. If the person says size 16, this is what you are going to use. If the person say okay, size I'm a medium, this is what you use. Large, this is what you use. XL, this is what you use. XL is extra large. Size 8, this is what you use. Size 10, this is what you use. Size 12, this is what you are going to use. Size 14, this is what you are going to use. Size 16, this is what you are going to use. Size 18, this is what you're going to use. But remember, does not mean that if you finish sewing it, that the person will not touch it. So, but it saves you a lot of, when the person says, and some people can measure, somebody might say, okay, I love this style that you made for me, make it for me, and then you say, okay, go and measure yourself, bust, waist. The person will go and be tightening, the person will not know how to place tape, will now go and tight 36 to get almost 31. How do you want to figure that out? So first question, you have to exhaust all these options before you now go for telling the person, measure yourself. If the person knows that, okay, she's a medium, fine, he has saved you stress. If the person knows his size 8 to 10, is it 8, size 8, are you size 10, are you size 12, the person has saved you a lot. So let's go ahead. For large, I use 38¼ for the bust, and then I use 31½ for the waist, then I use 41 for the hip, I use 31¾ or 31½ for inseam. The same length is what I still prefer to use for height, but I can as well just make it 65. Now for XL, I have 42 for the bust, I have 36 for the waist, I have 45 for the hips, I have 32 for inseam, and I have 66, whatever I want, for the height. This is all you need. Okay, now when a size 8 says I want to sew trouser and you don't have the measurement, okay, let me use size 12 now. When a size 12 says I want to sew trouser, and he said, and you ask the person, what's your size? The person now says, I'm size 14 or large, or maybe the person is size 12 or large. Just know that when sewing the person's trouser, that the person's crotch line, just know that the person's trouser length is going to be 65 minus 16, because an average shoulder to waist for an adult is 16. 65 minus 16. Now whatever you got there, write it down. Just know that the inseam is 31½. So whatever you got minus the inseam, that is the crotch. You have gotten the crotch. Now just know that the person's waist is 31½. Do you understand? So you already have the waist, you already have the hip measurement, you already have the crotch measurement, and you already have your trouser height. Can you see that your trouser is set? Now if the person says, okay, I want to make a gown, okay, I want to make a gown, and I am size 16, just know that the person's bust is 42. Know that the person's waist is 36. Know that the person's hips is 45. Know that the person's, okay, you don't need to use inseam now for gown, but you need the height, which is 66. So when you use this size chart I've just given to you now, it will give you a rough estimation of what your client looks like. But remember, it's if your client knows his size. If your client does not know his size at all, and there's no way of verifying that size, then you can go ahead to tell your client to measure herself. Probably do a video for the client, to show the client how to measure herself. Okay, but most times do not rely on telling your client to go to a tailor to measure. Some tailors are very wicked, and at the end of the day, it's either you end up destroying your fabric or you end up sewing a style that the customer will reject because it does not even fit at all. But when you know that, okay, you are a size so-so, you are a size so-so, all you need to do is look at your chart and create something beautiful. So that is all for size chart. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in my next video. God bless you.